Rakesh Kumar Jain is Director of Finance at Gas Authority, and he's with us. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Jain. Good morning. Prashant this side. You know, my first question is... My first question, congratulations, first of all. This has been long in the coming. It's come, but the rate has come in a little lower than what you had kind of put in as, or what you really wanted. So my first question is, will you appeal against the assumptions of lower gas prices which are implicit in this rate?
Yeah, thank you very much. Let us first thanks PNGRB for making a big reform in terms of tariff. This is a welcome step in terms of the development of market, because it will change the current regime of tariff, which is actually pancaking tariff or cascading tariff. It means that if a consumer uses the more than one pipeline, he is required to pay the tariff for the pipeline he uses, and actually it is prohibitive if you talk for development of gas-based economy in far-flung areas. To that extent, it's a reformative step, and it will enable the increase of share of gas in energy basket. Coming back to your observations, yes, we have seen the order. Of course, we are examining, and prima facie there has been reduction of around 10 rupees per MMBTU, and major reduction PNGRB has done of ₹5.76 on account of fuel gas consumption for our internal consumption in compressor stations. PNGRB has considered a gas price of $3.61 per MMBTU for APM gas and $6.98 per MMBTU for HTHP gas, and you can vouch for yourself. It's a significantly lower even if we compare with the current prices, and even if we consider with the likely prices based on the Kirit Parikh committee report. And certainly there are some more factors like capacity. PNGRB has considered a capacity of 175 as against capacity submission by 168, and most of the reductions PNGRB had done on assumption part. Certainly we are examining the order, and we will go back to PNGRB for review of their tariff order which they issued yesterday. So it's a very early reaction, because we have received yesterday only, and these early studies suggest that certainly we will approach to PNGRB for review of tariff for upward revision.
So, Mr. Jain, you are happy, but you're also slightly unhappy, and you're saying that you will prima facie, this is, as you yourself said, very early reaction, but you will appeal for a relook, right? Because certainly, this is 10 rupees lower than what you'd asked for.
But Mr. Jain, if I could just understand, while you appeal this and then we need to see what is the view that the board takes, some of the estimates on the street are suggesting that going by this hike, 45% itself, your EBITDA could move higher by maybe more than 2,000 odd crores. Could you give us some ballpark estimates of right now with this hike, what is the improvement at the EBITDA level that you would expect?
Let me first tell you that the PNGRB has notified the tariff for 9 of our physically interconnected pipeline. If you see the weighted average tariff for those pipelines currently is around 46 rupees per MMBTU, which has been increased to 58 rupees 61 paisa. That means there is an increase of 26% for these pipelines, and this increase will result into increase of our revenue, and also the EBITDA by almost 1,600 crore rupees per annum, only based on the actual volume flow being done by us.
Okay, so when you talk about the actual volume flow in Q3, it was 107 MMSCMD. Now that we are seeing that globally macros are also changing, we are seeing higher imports as well in terms of spot LNG. What will it be once volumes increase? First, what is your volume guidance for FY24? It should be higher than FY23, going by what I said. And what will then your EBITDA look like once these tariffs also kick in from 1st April?
Yeah. We transmitted around 111 million gas per day in last financial year. So this average volume has come down by 4 MMSCMD, and for next year we expect to transmit around 122 to 123 MMSCMD, and that will increase our EBITDA by another 1,000 crore. When I'm talking based on the revised tariff, based on the existing volume, our revenues will be 8,100 crore, which will further increase by around 1,000 to 1,500 crore based on the increased volume. So that means our transmission revenue will increase from current level of 6,500 crore rupees to 9,000 to 9,500 crore.
Okay. In this, Mr. Jain, just wanted to understand, because last year was also impacted by lower supplies coming in from Gazprom. So you, of course, had to buy higher priced gas, right? And also you will see additional volumes from new fertilizer plants that are opening up as well. Can you tell us what is the additional demand or additional volumes that you're seeing from this 107? How much will it be from these additional cargoes that will come in from Gazprom?
Let me give you a little detail about it. As you know that we are transmitting around 107 MMSCMD of volume, and in view of disruption in Gazprom supplies, our volume also went down. And some of the customers, though, transmitted pipeline through our purchase the volume from others and transmitted through our pipeline. Even if we consider that 3 to 4 million per day consumer switched over to alternate fuel because of the higher gas prices. So those volume is likely to come back. Secondly, we also ramped down our Pata plant, and we expect to consume 3 MMSCMD of gas on an average basis, additional gas in Pata plant. And as you know that CGD is growing on double-digit growth basis, so almost 3 million additional volume come from CGD. And then 2 of the fertilizer plants, which are almost stabilized, Baroni and Sindri, will take almost 4 MMSCMD of gas. And apart from this, along Jagdishpur Haldia pipeline, we expect some more volumes to come from refineries. So this will take us to around 120 to 123 MMSCMD per day.
Okay, interesting. So that is about the transmission bit, and let me just quickly talk about the marketing segment as well, because that's a very volatile segment for you, right? EBITDA can be very high one year and very low the other year, and that's something that is worrying the street, that yes, while transmission will do well, marketing continues to be very volatile. What is your take now that spot LNG prices globally have been coming down? Usually higher spot LNG prices are good for GAIL, but that has not been the case in the last 2 years. What is your take here?
No. Last in financial year 22, we earned around 5,000 crore from marketing segment only. And this year, in spite of being volatile market and disruption in supply by Gazprom, still we earned almost 2,500 crore plus in 9 months. So what we based on our computation, we are likely to earn around 3,500 crore rupees from gas marketing in financial year 23-24.
Okay, so Mr. Jain, then that's how we are looking at both your segments, transmission and marketing. Just to go back to the headline, you are going to be appealing this, and also leave us with some thoughts. I mean, 1st April, the entire regime will change come the implementation of the Kirit Parikh recommendations. FY24, what's the outlook? If you could give us some headline figures on the top line and the EBITDA, given this massive tariff increase as well.
Let me give segment by segment. I have already explained transmission and marketing segment. Once Kirit Parikh committee report is applicable, approved by government, it will also have positive impact on LPG. Currently, we are booking LPG internal consumption at $8.57 per MMBTU. If based on the report which are coming, that if gas price is approved at $6.5 per MMBTU, so it means there will be reduction of almost $2 per MMBTU for internal consumption in our LPG plant, which means that we will additionally earn around 1,100 crore rupees per annum in LPG business. And the petrochemical segment is also now we see some positives in it, because we have seen worst because we ramped down the Pata plant because of the higher gas prices, and now prices has cooled off. In fact, the polymer prices has also gone up. So we also see there will be some positive in that segment, which has actually gone red in last 9 months. So considering all these factors, we expect that this coming year will be quite good year for us.
All right, Mr. Jain. Thank you very much. Good speaking with you, sir. And we'll touch base soon again. But lots of numbers, lots of clarification. And of course, I mean, you're saying that you will go back to PNGRB and appeal the order, the tariff which has come through for you. By the way, the market is, it's a solid green candle now. And the market is